All right, we got the homie here, John Legend. What's up, bro?
What's going on?
You got it, man. You got it. Now, we've been working on our singing skills so we can, just in case y'all need some more people to come on the show.
Yeah, man.
I'm working on the voice a little bit, John.
Yeah. We take all auditions, and if we turn, we turn.
Okay, taking them via Zoom. Okay, all right.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, big ups on Big Love, man. Y'all are really doing it. I love the Zoom. I love all of what you're doing, man. Amazing.
Got everything going on right now, and we're like trying to figure out how to do performances. We were on BET. We did the Soul Train line virtually.
That was dope.
We did another.
Where the hair at?
Oh, it's growing. It ain't growing that fast though. I'm 6 weeks in. My hair is so it coils up, so it's like it's longer than it looks, but it just
that's what you call shrinkage. You got the shrinkage going on. Got you, yeah.
But it makes it look like I've gotten a cut, but I haven't got one.
Right. So how you been handling this quarantine, man?
Just hanging out, doing stuff from home, doing interviews from home, performances from home. We got all this new music, and we're trying to finish up the album remotely by, the mixers going into the studio, but we're not going in. And
wow.
Everybody's just trying to make it work and get the music out as soon as we can. But in the meantime, we're just enjoying time with the family. You might hear my son crying in the distance right now.
Right.
Yes, we're all dealing with that.
Yeah.
We're dealing with kids in the background.
Everybody's got the kids in the background. Everybody's trying to figure out how to homeschool the kids. My kids are age 2 and 4, so what they're missing at school isn't that serious right now.
Right.
But we're just trying to keep them entertained and engaged, and I think they prefer it. They love being home with us, and they love that we're not leaving them to go to work.
Right.
I think they love that more than anything.
And they're gonna get used to it. Yeah, like it's gonna be hard to leave. I think now for parents who have little kids, it's gonna be tough after this.
Yeah, the kids they're getting used to seeing us anytime they want now. So it's like
yes. So how I know we've been seeing people in different relationships. Jada Pinkett was just talking about like I see a whole nother side of Will being quarantined now. So with you and Chrissy in the house all the time together, how is it with the relationship? Are you like, Chrissy, I didn't know this about you?
Everyone's been saying that, but I feel like I really know Chrissy very well. Like we've spent so much time together. We've been on vacations where it was just the two of us for like weeks at a time. So I feel like we know each other pretty well. I think more than anything, we're entertained and excited by watching our kids come into their own, develop their own personalities. And Luna's just turned 4, and she's just so interesting, seeing her mind develop, and she surprises me every day. And I think one of the coolest things about Chrissy is she's good at finding creative things to do with the kids. And so she's been really good at finding ways to just keep them entertained, keep them excited. And I think she finds that is the parenting challenge that she's most into during this quarantine.
And did she tell you to pick up your socks out the living room yet?
What socks? I'm barefoot most of the day.
So do you think that's the really good thing about the quarantine? Like, I hear you talking about the kids a lot, and these are moments that you might normally miss because of work. So it's almost like this is kind of a really good thing in certain circumstances.
I think it's really, it's always going to be a mix of good and bad, but you have to, understand that there's silver linings to every cloud. And I think that's definitely a silver lining, is that we'll be here for these special moments with the kids, and we'll always remember this. They probably won't even realize that they were part of a quarantine or anything like that.
Right.
Because they're just hanging out at home with us and having fun. But we'll remember these moments with them, and as long as we all get through it safely, it'll be a beautiful thing.
Yeah. As far as when we get off this lockdown, any ideas of the shows? I know the tour is set to be this year.
Yes. So we have the tour set. It's in August and September right now. Mm-hmm. And my feeling is we won't put people in danger to come to our shows. So if we feel like it's still an issue where the disease is still contagious and we haven't found a treatment that is saving people's lives and we haven't found a vaccine, I don't want to put people in danger to come to a show, because shows are the kinds of environments where it easily spreads because people are really close to each other in a contained environment. And those are the types of places where the disease spreads easily. So if the disease is still an issue and we haven't found a treatment for it and we haven't found a vaccine, so people can feel safe at my show, we'll just postpone it. And that's not the end of the world. We've postponed shows before. We can always do the tour at a later date. The songs will be there, and we want to make sure all of our fans will be there too, you know?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You've been seeing these versus battles, I'm sure,
yes,
John. So I want to know, who do you think you would be good going up against? Because you have a major catalog here. Who do you think
have
would
a
be
crazy
a great,
catalog?
Right, like a great showdown?
Well, what I love about the verses is that it's producers and writers that have been, some of them are artists too, but most of them have been behind the scenes making hits for other people. And what I love about the verses is that they're behind the scenes making all these hits, and now they're educating the public, saying, oh, you didn't know I was behind that. Oh, you didn't know I was behind that. Oh, you didn't know I was behind that. I don't have that extensive of a list of songs that I was behind the scenes on. Of course, most of my hit songs have been songs you've heard me sing myself. But what I love about verses is that it's really educating people about the culture. Like, these are the people that have been making the songs that you've loved for the last 20, 30 years. And I've loved it so much. I don't have that kind of catalog of, oh, I produced this, oh, I wrote that, and you didn't know it. There's only a few of those like that for me. Most of my hits have been my songs. And you know I sang Ordinary People. You know I sang all of them. Right. So I don't know if I'm the best person to do a verses, but I've been getting on IG Live in my own way, performing on the piano. Maybe I thought it'd be cool if me and Alicia did like a dueling pianos thing. That would be interesting.
That'd be dope.
IG Live.
Yeah, it would.
But otherwise, I don't think I'll do like a verses where I'm like, I made this song, I made that song. You got to know your calling, as my pastor would say.
You got to know your calling. Hey, when you bring it up, do they ever have you sing at church, man? You ever do a solo?
Oh no, I haven't. Well, whenever I go home to Ohio, and if I go to my dad's church, every once in a while I'll do something, and then at like funerals, family funerals, I'll sing it.
That's what happens when you're a PK. They're gonna call on you to do stuff like that.
Exactly.
I'm a PK, so I understand.
Exactly.
We gonna call on John. Come on up right now.
I knew him when he was John Stevens. We call him Johnny Stevens.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier about how you guys are, you got producers working in the studio, everyone's working from home, and is it difficult to be able to get the production the way you want it to be, or the sound by you being at home and you all are sending the tracks back and forth, emailing them back and forth?
It is a little bit more, it's a little harder to communicate what you like and what you don't like, because when you're in the studio together, you're just like, you're literally listening moment by moment, and you see people's faces, you react in the moment, you say that spot right there, I want to fix that. When you're sending tracks back and forth, it's just not as interactive. And so, you might lose a little bit in the translation. We've been fortunate with this album that we were really almost done before we all started working from home. And so the few minor things that we have to do are the types of things that can be done remotely. It takes a little longer for, it to happen, but we're able to do it because we've already written the songs, we've already made the tracks for them, and the only major things left to do was to do a few string arrangements and a few horn things, and then mix the records. And so a lot of that could be done remotely.
That's dope. That's dope.
That is dope.
Yeah.
I guess that's how you have all these artists making things together, even though they're not in the same place.
Oh,
So, are you
yeah.
gonna do collabs like that? Can you like get an artist like, hey, drop your part over here, even though
Of
we're in
course.
quarantine?
The internet, we've been doing that for years now, though.
Right.
With the internet, everyone used to imagine that everyone would be in the same room when they're making these hit songs. But I think 9 times out of 10 at this point, folks are, if somebody dropped a verse on your record, chances are they were not in the room with you when they did it. And that's just how it's been for years now. That's how we've been interacting with each other. That's how Ludacris can do a verse for me in Atlanta while I'm